Hello, my name is Rose Hargrove. 15 years ago, I was working as a charge nurse nights in psychiatric emergency, and I started to get severe joint pain. Pain so bad that I would cry. And I developed severe fatigue. I had fevers. I had difficulty walking. All kinds of, I had migraines that would send me to the emergency room, severe migraines. Not just a headache, you go to bed and it gets better. These were severe. And I went to my doctor, they couldn't figure it out. I think I went through 3 or 4 doctors, and then I saw 2 specialists that are called rheumatologists. They specialize in inflammatory diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, Sjogren's, and my lupus was diagnosed. And then I followed up with a rheumatologist and an internist, and they put me on steroids and a drug called Plaquenil, which most people with lupus are managed on. And I stabilized, but then my bones started showing the effects of the steroids, and I had a fracture in my back of L1, just a spontaneous fracture, and I had my first surgery. And after that, I had narrowing of the spinal canal from the fracture, and I had my second surgery, and then I had paralysis of my left leg, and I had to have significant rehab, and then I developed I was developing lupus vasculitis, migraine headaches that were malignant. I was losing sight in one eye, and I had, it was a temporary thing. And then I had a focal seizure in my right arm, and they put me on morphine sustained release tablets, and they said, when you get a bad headache, take that. And none of the other drugs would work. I tried traditional EFT. I went to level 1. I attended the level 1 professional skills in Denver, and I found that it didn't make any difference. I mean, it was a slow process. It was difficult to focus on what the problem was. It was difficult to reach the emotional depth I needed to reach. I don't know, FasterEFT aims better at the problem. They found the traumas much more readily. I was able to let go of the things much more easily. It was faster, it was less painful than digging around, and even though stuff, and it took forever and it didn't make progress, and I thought, I want to do something. I don't want to die tapping on my hand and waiting for some kind of progress. I want to get better. And FasterEFT gave me that. I started following FasterEFT on YouTube, and then I found a practitioner, and then I got to go to the Las Vegas practitioner training, and had a crossfire session, and shortly after that I had lupus, systemic lupus, and after that the symptoms started dropping off. I came to Oklahoma City for training. I came to the level 1 training here, and my iPhone kept going off, and I had it on vibrate, and it went off several times, and there was a message on there, and it says, your lab work has come back with no lupus symptoms, no signs of lupus, and it kept going off. Like 3 to 5 times, and I thought, why on earth would he call me? Like, he never calls me more than once. He just leaves a message. Apparently this was a big deal, and there are no symptoms of lupus. There are no inflammatory markers of lupus. it is, for all intents and purposes, gone. I feel good. Now, I still have some damage from the surgery that was done, and I'm going to work on that with the FasterEFT, work on the mobility and the pain. But I feel good. I have energy. I don't get flares. I don't have photosensitivity. None of the symptoms that are listed as lupus symptoms. And so I shared that with some people here, and I shared that with Robert Smith, and I shared it with Eric Robbins and Fritz Miller, both physicians, and you know, they were in agreement. I mean, if your blood work comes back negative and the complete physical is negative, then, you know, what can you say? It's gone. There are many theories about why lupus appears. Now, there's a book by Michael Lincoln, and he lists a self-devaluation complex. I think you get to a point where you develop this illness or an illness because you stop caring about being alive. And I think I had given up. I think the stress and the past traumas were alive in my body, and I think I pulled those stressors out. Now, in Las Vegas, I had a crossfire session. It was very intense. I dealt with a whole lot of stressors there. And after that, I dealt with more stressors. And I've had many practitioners, level 3, level 2, level 1, work with me. And I've worked with other people. And I'm free of a lot of those traumas now. Now, that doesn't mean that I stop working on myself. I continue to work on myself. The important thing is you adopt this as a way of life. You work on yourself. And I'm happy with it. When I'm upset, I start tapping. Tapping has become my way of life. If you have lupus, if you have cancer, if you have rheumatoid arthritis, you have an inflammatory disease, try this. You will lose nothing, there are no side effects, and you might gain your life. I did. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm grateful. Robert has been very compassionate. I am so grateful. I have gotten my life back. I have a son that I want to live for. I am happy, and I urge anyone that I know with lupus, I know several women with lupus, please try this. Go to YouTube and look up Healing Magic. Go to FasterEFT.com, do the 7-day quick start. I did all those things, and I found FasterEFT, and I found healing.
My own love to